Hello everyone, let's talk about L&T's latest financial numbers, what they mean for the company and how things look both in short term and long term. If we look at sales for June 2024, L&T made 55,120 crore. By June 2025, that climbed to 63,699 crore, an increase of 8,559 crore or 15.53% increase. That is pretty strong growth for just 1 year. Even looking back at the June 2023, sales went from 47,882 crore to 55,120 crore in June 2024, growing by 7,238 crore or 15.12% increase, showing that sales are rising well quarter after quarter. Now, let's check out how expenses are changing. Total expenses in June 2024 were 48,074 crore, increasing to 55,655 crore in June 2025. That is a rise of 7,581 crore and about 15.77% increase. Most of these costs are from materials and employees, with material cost making up around 32% and employee cost almost 20% in the latest quarter. After expenses, what comes next is operating profit, which tells us how much the company keeps after paying the basic bills. L&T's operating profit in June 2024 was 8,653 crore. By June 2025, it reached 8,024 crore. So it actually went down by 500 crore. This means the company isn't keeping more money after cost, and the operating profit margin stayed at 13%, showing profits didn't grow even though sales did. Once we know how much profit the company makes just from its main business, we can check for any other income, money made from things other than the main operations. So, other income for June 2024 was 921 crore. This increased to 1,357 crore in June 2025, which is a jump of 436 crores or 47.4%. That extra bit helps cover some of the cost and boost profit. Now adding more interest and taxes, let's see how the company looks at the bottom line. Profit before tax was 4,677 crore in June 2024, going up to 5,860 crore by June 2025. That's a growth of 1,183 crore or 25.3%, showing improvement after all cost and other income are counted. Final net profit after everyone gets their share was 3,445 crore in June 2024 and then 4,318 crore in June 2025, a rise of 873 crore or 25.3%. So shareholders get more with every passing year. And for those who track earnings per share, it was 20.26 in June 2024 and 26.30 in June 2025. That is an increase of almost 6 rupees. So in short-term view, performance may remain lumpy because L&T's business depends on the timing of big project completions. Some quarters will see spikes like March, while others will look softer. But in the long-term view, with India investing heavily in infrastructure, power, defense, and construction, L&T is well positioned for steady long-term growth. The company's scale and diversified project portfolio make it a key beneficiary of the infrastructure boom. So overall, L&T's numbers tell a story of solid, steady growth with sales and profits going up both in the short term and the long term. While they aren't making much more from every rupee of sales because costs are high, the business is expanding and making more money year after year. For shareholders, this means steady returns, and for L&T, it means more power to take on new projects in India and beyond. So, whether you are looking at the latest quarter or the past few years, it's clear that L&T is on a steady journey upwards. So, what do you think? Can L&T sustain double-digit profit growth over the next few years while managing its high debt and project execution risks? Let me know in the comments.